Okay, so a couple years back my teenage sister was pregnant. Nobody knew at the time, not even her. And so one day I was in my room just hanging out, and I heard a really loud scream coming from my sister's room. Naturally me and my family went upstairs to go check on her to make sure she's okay, and me and my mom walked into my sister's room, and there was blood all over her sheets, and my sister had, I wanna keep it family friendly so let's just say toy. Anyway, there was a bloody toy in her hand and she kept screaming. Like it was a lot of blood. My mom took her to the hospital cause she didn't know what else to do, and it turns out she accidentally gave herself an abortion with a toy.
Okay, so one time in 7th grade I spent the night at my boyfriend's house, and we were night swimming and I had to use the bathroom, and realized I started my period. I was literally just 13, and started a few months before, and never knew how to use a tampon, so I was looking for one. Then I remembered he lived with his grandma who had already went through menopause, so FC I don't find anything, but I needed something, so me being the stupid effing genius, I went to the kitchen, and looked for a sponge. I found one. It was new and clean by the way, but cut the scrubby green side off, so I was just left with the yellow. Anyway, I went back to the bathroom, and shoved it up my cooch. I went back and swam. I was gone for some time, so I told him I took a shit. Anyway, we were done swimming, and I went to take a dish sponge out of my cooch, and it was so far up there I was crying. And once I finally took it out, the inside of my coochie walls were literally so torn up it felt like Gordon Ramsay himself cut up some chicken. Anyway, I was in the shower crying. BC, I was in so much pain.
Okay, so in 2nd grade there was this new boy in my class. He basically had a crush on every girl in the grade, which made me really not like him. After the second recess of the day we would have 10 minutes to just chill out and do whatever we wanted. He would write little notes to the girls. One day I was curious why he had a crush on me, so I wrote him a note asking why he liked me. He replied with, "Because you're sexy." Later that day I told my mom about it and she taught me a bunch of new cuss words, and I basically cussed him out. The next day he still had a crush on me after that, and the next day after recess he gave me a note saying, "Why don't you like me?" And I said, "Because you're ass white." 3 years later I still hated him with a passion, so I bullied him to the point where he had to switch schools. He's also going to my middle school this year, so I'm gonna attempt to bully him out of the school too because I can't stand him.
Last year I used to have a crush on my cousin's friend and he liked me back, so we started fake dating while he was dating this girl from his school, and he started to spend more time with me than his actual girlfriend, so they eventually broke up, and he got so mad at me that he was telling everyone that it was my fault that they broke up, but it was his idea to start fake dating. But he is now living his own life because I told him if he kept talking about it I would tell everyone where he lived.
One time in 5th grade I had my friend over for a sleepover and we wanted to make brownies. It was 11:30 at night, so my parents were asleep, but we really wanted brownies, so we made them anyways. We didn't know what to use to cook the brownies, so we used a paper bowl. So we put the brownies in a paper bowl and put the bowl in the oven. After a couple minutes we smelled smoke but didn't think much of it since my parents smoked. But then we went to check on the brownies and noticed they were on fire. We didn't know what to do, so we put water on it. Next thing we know, the whole oven is on fire. So in the end we burnt half my kitchen down and are no longer allowed to make brownies. In 1st grade we had this bitch of a teacher and she left fraternity leave because she was pregnant with her baby. It was hard to tell because she was a mammoth, and we had a sub for a month, and we made an fake story that the whole class ran away to McDonald's, and then we let all the animals loose from the zoo. Even though we were hiding behind the desk the whole day. Yes, 18 fucking 1st graders and the poop head tuber toilet gainer pen cup fat head sub.
One time in class we were doing improv acting scenes. It was my crush and this girl I didn't really like, and the scene the teacher gave them was that they were getting married. This married joke continued on for like a year while I still liked him, so then I would have fantasies of ripping her hair out. So this literally happened last year, but one time me and my old friends were hanging out at lunch and we decided we want to go to the bathroom, so we walk into the bathroom and there was literal crap on the wall. Someone spread their crap on the wall and everyone was talking about it for a few days. My poor janitor had to clean it, but then the next week it happened again. Lol, got to love public school.
This one day I was sitting in social studies and I got this horrible pain in my stomach. I squeezed my butt cheeks together and it went away. After like 5 minutes it came back and was even worse, so I asked my teacher to go to the bathroom and she let me. While I was walking to the bathroom I started shitting myself. I turned into Usain Bolt and made it to the bathroom in 5 seconds. As soon as I sat down, extra spicy shit literally exploded out of my asshole. It hurt really bad. I thought I was going to cry. Holy shit, it burned so bad and it was everywhere. Some of it literally missed the toilet. It was so bad I painted half the toilet brown. Then I heard someone coming in and it was a girl in a wheelchair and she pulled up in front of the stall and I realized that I was in the handicapped stall. I had no idea what to do, so I got up and walked out of the stall like nothing happened, and I looked at the girl in the wheelchair and told her that someone had made a mess in there and she might want to go to a different bathroom. She looked at me like, bitch, what the fuck? I know it was you who literally just repainted this stall brown.
Hey guys, story time. When I was in kindergarten I was on the bus sitting next to this mean ass bitch. I don't remember her name. There was a girl behind us and she kept saying her stomach hurted and that she needed to poop. So me and the girl I was sitting next to, we straight ignored that bitch. So time flew by on the bus, and then I start smelling shit, like literally disgusting, smelling like dog shit ass poop. So I look under the seat and I see this big ass pile of diarrhea poop. That shit stunk. I couldn't help myself and I kept looking under the seat to look at the poop. The girl next to me kept telling me to stop looking at it, like, bitch, if you don't shut yo skin tone chicken bone Google Chrome no home flip phone disowned ice cream cone garden gnome extra chromosome metronome dimidome genome full blown monochrome student loan Indiana Jones overgrown Flintstone X and Y hormone friend zone Sylvester Stallone Sierra Leone AutoZone professionally seen silver patron head ass the fuck up, I'll beat your ass. Eventually someone came on the bus and picked up the poop.